Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to integrate CustUp file upload library in your application. Now, CustUp is an open source and highly customizable JavaScript file upload library that enables like very high level of customization. Like on this page now, as you can see, it looks like there are different file uploader here. Meanwhile, all all these UIs are just different UIs of CustUp, different UIs of CustUp. This is like a customized version of so a customized version of CustUp, in which in this tutorial we are going to be looking at how to customize CustUp, and it's just going to be a quick brief of how to customize CustUp, and also I will show you how to on the documentation on how to customize CustUp so that it's going to fit your project. And let's just see a demo of CustUp and the cool things that we can do with CustUp. Now for the first demo, we're going to be doing two demos. For the first demo, let's take for instance all these file uploaders are inside this form that is at the bottom here, this form field, this form that is at the bottom here, and we are trying to upload all the files to the server together with the form field, except this uploader is not inside the form field. So now let's add files to them. This uploader only allows JPEG and video files, and let's add .txt to this, and let's add PDF. No, okay, let's add this image to this, and let's add PDF to this. Now we are going to be uploading these files to this folder. This is where the files are going to be uploaded to, and I have a server running here. As you can see, currently the server is, there's nothing on the server, there's nothing on the face of the server. Now if we click on submit here, now it's going to upload all the files in all these uploaders together with the form field. Let's try it out. Now I've clicked it. The reason why we are not seeing anything is because I did not undo the upload event, like the upload event. I did not undo the upload event, that's why. So let's just open the console for the next demo. Now you can see inside the terminal here, which is the server, you can see the full name, which is the field name of this John Doe, and also the email here that I sent along with the files to the server, and all the files were uploaded to the server at the same time. You see the folder, you see them in the folder where they were uploaded to just in a moment. Now these other fields are the fields that I added to the file upload option programmatically. So they were also sent along with the request, and as you can see, this is the folder where all these files were uploaded to. This is the folder where all these files were uploaded to. So yeah, you see, that is very cool. And you can see this file and this file, this is the both of them. Then the txt file, this is the txt file, and this PDF file, this is the PDF file. Yeah, this is the PDF file. Yeah, and don't mind the name of the files because I did not handle the name of the files just for this tutorial. That's why they are like that. And also let's see, CustUp also supports chunk upload. Now let's see the demo of chunk upload. Now we are going to be using this this uploader to upload the files in chunks. Okay, now let's click it. Let's bring up the console a bit, and you see that the files are being uploaded in chunks. You see all the files are being uploaded in chunks. Let's check the server. You see, this is the server, and this is the files, and this is the file that we uploaded. So that is what we are going to be looking at in this tutorial. Before we go on, if you haven't subscribed to this to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. Thank you. Now let's go to the full tutorial. This is the home page of CustUp, and on the home page you can see the different UI designs that comes with CustUp, which you can select for your project. Okay, let's go straight into it. Now you can come back here to read the introduction of CustUp to get more familiar about CustUp. And CustUp, you can install it in two ways, either with npm or include it directly into your project with on pkg or cdn.js. Let's go to the quick start. So this is the quick start. So you can use either JS Deliver or pkg or other npm cdns. Okay, now let's look at the project structure. So I have the id here running the main folder for this tutorial, and this is the folder that we are going to be uploading files to, and this is where we are going to be choosing our files from. Okay, there's another ID that is open there. Don't worry about this at all. Don't worry about it. It's just the server that we need to upload our files. Okay, now the first thing is let's include it into our project with cdn. Let's use on pkg. Now CustUp was written in ECMAScript 6, so it uses ECMAScript 6 import. So in our index.js file we're going to put this, and let's include it into our HTML file. But before that, let's create a div here, or let's just create h1, then h1 CustUp style text align center, then a div in which CustUp is going to be created, which is container1. Then let's include our JavaScript file, script xrc, there's a JS type module, because we are using ECMAScript 6 import, so it has to be module. Okay, now let's initialize it. Const instance1 or to new CustUp. Okay, the only required option for CustUp is the target root element, which we are going to set to the ID of this container. You can set it to, you can use any CSS selector but we are going to be using ID because it is quick and direct. Okay, now let's check the browser. So I'm going to be using live server that is inside VS Code to run our code. Okay, now let's just open the console. Okay, we need to include the CSS file. You can include any CSS file. But we are going to be using the all.me.css because it contains other CSS files too. So here, let's include it. Now let's check our browser now. As you can see, CustUp is now up and running now. Now let's check it out. Let's add some files. We can add any file types to CustUp, but for the sake of this tutorial, we are going to be using 4 file types: the image, txt, video, PDF, and PDF. Yeah, those are the 5 types that we are going to be using just for the sake of this tutorial. Okay, yeah, you see, it is very cool. It has a very cool UI, and you can also preview the files. Only image, audio, video, and yeah, I think that's all. Only those 3 can be previewed currently with CustUp. Maybe in the future, maybe other file types are going to be supported for previewing too, but for now, only 3 file types can be previewed. Okay, this also can be previewed. Yeah, and these tools at the top here, you can click this to add files, and you can also select files from any other source, like record video. You can capture picture, capture image, you can record audio, you can record screen, you can include from link from Google Drive, from Dropbox, from OpenAI, and from Box. So let's try to include from OpenAI. We are not going to be testing this in this tutorial because it requires API key, which I'm not going to be providing this tutorial. Okay, now let's move to the next thing. Let's explore other stuff. Let's go to the guides, basic, and you can also specify the file types that you want. Let's specify that we only want media files, which are MP3, MP4, JPEG, PNG, and others. So let's try to add TXT. As you can see, other files cannot be selected other than the accepted files, other than image and MP4. So that is cool. Let's explore other stuff, and now let's change the UI type. You can change the UI type to anyone that you like. CustUp currently has like 4, like CustUp currently has like 6 UI types. Yeah, like 6 UI types that you can choose from. And let's just check out the detached now. UI type to set UI type, just use the UI type option and pass in the type of UI type that you want to use. Like in the types, if you want to see the list of all the types, you can check the um under the type section here, and this UI type. So these are all the UI types that you can provide to that option. Now let's go to our code and provide UI type. Currently, check the stuff. Currently, this is what is currently displayed on the UI. If we should pass in detached now, you see it has changed, and we can also just, and if we add files to it now, you see that the files are listed differently. Okay, so the UI type, let's set the UI type, the new UI type, to inside a new container as a new instance 2. Then this is going to be instance 2. Then it's going to be detached, and the first one, this is going to be container 2, and the first one is not going to have any UI type. It's going to be the default UI type. Okay, let's add a little bit of spacing at the bottom. Okay, let me use a general style for them. Margin button 15 pixel or 20 pixel, or let's just set it to 25. Okay, now let's try to load default files. Okay, let's just follow the guides. Now CustUp provides very high level customization. You can also customize the scroll bar. You can customize the look and feel of the scroll bar. You can disable the scroll bar. The file display animation, you can set the type of animation that you want. Like for example, by default, CustUp use by default CustUp use random select. CustUp select random. What's happening? What is happening? Container 2. Okay, I think it's because of the style that I added here that is making this stuff come down like this. That's affecting it. Okay, let me just add this to it. Okay, yeah. So now by default, okay, let me just add target with element not found. Let's add T at the front of this. Okay. repo id. Okay, yeah. So now, and let's just add one more file. Okay, by default, CustUp uses random. It has like range a range of animations that it selects for randomly. Like, let's try to choose a preview another one. Let's preview another style. I don't know why it is slow like that. Okay, and if you don't want it to be random, if you don't want the animation to be random, if you want it to be static, just set the animation to, like, let's say the animation to only sliding left. Yeah, so it will only use the sliding left animation. Okay, you can also customize the css. Like, if you want to change the css font, you can customize it. Let's just copy this stuff, this css link, and pass it to it. You see that the the font, as you can see, the font has changed. All other fonts also in the all other fonts in the uploader has changed also. You see, the font of this has changed also. But anything that you that you any changes made to an instance is not going to affect another instance. But there's an option that you can use to make it affect all other instances. But we are not going to be going into that in this tutorial because of time. Also, now you can customize um CustUp. To customize CustUp, like, you can customize the CustUp has three different styles. The default style, the 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 style of the style this style this the style of the external file source, and also the style of the media file source. You can customize them. And to customize the default UI style, let's use this. You are going to use the default style override option. You are going to look at the range of options soon. So now let's just customize few things. Let's customize the header. No, let's customize the footer and the inner container. You can customize the header too. Let's just if you want to customize any stuff, the just look for the class name. Just look for the class name. I think under file types, it is under types, allow sources, allow tools. Media source styles, main UI styles. Let's load the page. Seems like, I don't know why it's kind of slow. Okay. What was happening? I don't really know what's really happening. Okay, it has loaded. So this is the list of styles that you can you can pass to the default style override option. Now to customize the style of an element, you can pass in an array like this and pass in of the class name um the class name the custom class name that you created, the custom CSS class name that you created, that you want to be added. If you want it to be added to the list of class names of the elements of this particular element, of the element or any element, just pass it as an array and set and pass through as the second argument. But if you want the CSS, the class name, to override the class name of the element, like you want to customize it your own way and you want it to override the styles of the elements, the CSS styles of the elements, just pass it inside quotes like this, not in an array. Or you can pass it in an array and set the second and pass second parameter as false. So that is it. So now because CustUp has some styles in the header, so I'm not going to be overriding the header. So I'm just going to add it to the header now, like this. Like there's this thing I need to talk about. CustUp has the header, the footer, the right sidebar and the left sidebar that you can customize and add your own stuff to, and it also has the main, like the inner container, which is where files are going to be displayed. Like for this example now, this example is a working example. You see, it's a working example. Okay, so okay, now let's move on. Now let's set the style of that element, of that class name. Inner container wrapper, let's set the background color to red. Then set as you can see, the changes has already reflected. The background color of the inner container is now red. Let's set the header container, the background color of the header container to green. Background color green. And let's set the footer. Let's set the footer to, let's set the height. Okay, let's set the width to 100%. Height, let's set it to 40 pixel, and let's pass in important. Let's pass in important to this too. And let's set the background color to be yellow. Now for the height of this footer to be reflected, let's adjust the height of this inner container wrapper. Height calc 100% minus the height of this footer container 40 pixel. Okay, now let's add files to it. set it to 8. Let's pass important to it. Okay, no, let it be 40. Let it be 40, and the background color of this to be important. Okay, so it's okay. Seems like we need to inner container wrapper. Let's set the inner container style. Let's set the inner container style. Yeah, inner container style. Inner container. Let's set this to custom. And let's just write it here. And this should go in here. No. Height 40 pixel. Why is it not reflecting? Let's check it. Let's check why it's not reflecting. Yeah, this is the footer container. This is it here. Footer container. Pixel. Background color yellow. Important. Okay, let's just check this, the style of this thing here. Inner container L, inner container, sidebar container, sidebar right container. Okay, CustUp inner container wrapper L. Yeah, then the style inner container L, and footer. Okay, I'm right. Inner container L. Okay. Width height 40 pixel, 100%. then here 100%. I just want the footer to let's just set it to 80 pixel. I just want this the footer to be showing. Okay, it seems like, well, let's just move on. Let's check the sidebar right. Let's check the sidebar right. Sidebar right with 30 pixel, and this, let's adjust the width of this width to be calc 100% minus 30 pixel. Important. Okay, let's check that, and let's set background color to this. Background color yellow, height 100%. Oh. Let's use this. Let's set it to this. Yeah, this is used, this the inner container wrapper or this element is used to control the height. Is used to control the height of the inner container, while this element, the inner container element, is used to control the width of the inner container So I don't know why this is actually not setting the height, but I can go deep in it, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to be trying to debug why the footer container is not showing. So instead of that, let's move to the next thing. And if you want to check out the different elements, or all the elements that you can style, if you want to check the list of elements that you can style, come to this page, the main UI style page, and for the media source styles, if you want to style the media source, let's come to this page. If you want to style the external source styles, let's come to this page, like using custom fonts. Okay, we've talked about that before. And default UI, like if you want to change this if you want to change this text or this stuff, you can change it too, and so many other stuff that you can set. So now let's see how we can use the event. CustUp also has events that can be subscribed to. You can subscribe to events in CustUp using the add event listener. Then the name of the event. Let's go to CustUp and see the list of the event and how to set the event. Now, to set event in CustUp, you are just going to pass the type of event, then the name of event that you want to subscribe to. Like, let's subscribe to the library.init which is the event that got called immediately the library has finished initialization. Log, then let's just pass in library as finished initializing, then yeah, now this is it. You see, this event was run, and there are so many other very useful events too. The file event, the media source event, the file upload event, and other events too, like default UI shown, default UI closed, and so many other stuff. You can come back and check out the events later. And there's also the after added events, like the file events, the after added file events. Let's subscribe to that instance. We can subscribe to the second one, instance 2 dot. The other method of subscribing to events in CustUp is using the on method, then the name of the event, then it returns an event, file was added, and it also returns data, which you can get from the event.detail. Now let's check that out. You see, the event was triggered for each of the files, and the data that was returned, this was the data that was returned. The counts, the file count, the elements, the HTML elements of the file that is being displayed, then the file itself, then the file object itself. So it is very useful. And the first event also, the main event returns the target, which is the CustUp library itself. And with this event of targets, you can use it to access so many stuff. You can use it to access so many properties, so many CustUp properties directly. And you can also use it to call methods, and also use it to subscribe to events. And let's go to the methods. Like CustUp has a lot of methods, a lot of useful methods, that like the upload method, which you can use to programmatically trigger the upload. Like for example, there are some CustUp has some UI types that does not have the upload button. So with those type of UI type, you have to, let's check them out. UI types, like for example, the pair doesn't have the upload button. So for this kind of UI type, you have to trigger the upload programmatically. The file upload, you have to trigger it programmatically. So, and also like for example, in the default UI, the file preview, you can programmatically preview a file. Let's check that out. Preview file, and let's just copy this, and you can, let's create a button, a test button, let me call it submit, because currently, okay, no, preview, then id. Let's set it to review. And now let's attach it to the next. Okay, let's say document dot square selector dot on click e. Yeah, now on click of this, I want to preview this file. I want it to, so what this thing is going to do is that it's going to get the first file that I added. It's going to get the first file, then get the ID, then pass it to the preview method. So also the get all files is also a method. It's also a method I can use to get all files. Now let's try it out. Let's try out what we just did now. Okay, let's add the file. Let's add files. Then preview file. See? Preview file. Okay, yeah. With that, you can use it to customize your. You can use that to customize your UI. You can use that to customize your UI, or you can use it to build your own file uploader, your own custom file uploader. Okay, so there are other cool methods too. Like let's check the set options too. Let's check the set options. Like for the set options, let's set the file animation type. All the options can be set. Any options can be set using the set options. Instance 1.set options. Okay, and okay, yeah, let's comment this out. Let's comment that out, and let's change this to zoom. Okay, let's add some style. The set options has been called automatically immediately after the library got initialized. It has been called. So now you see that it's going to be zoom. Okay, seems like, yeah, no, it is not working. Oh no, it's zooming. Oh wait, let's check. CustUp has you can check the all the types of file preview animations. So it is zooming, not zoom. So if you want to check the list of animations that CustUp currently has, just come to this page and check it out. So it is zooming, not zoom. So let's add files. Yep, see, zooming. Okay, and to see all the list of all the options that CustUp has, just come to this page, and these are all the cool options that CustUp has that you can use to override. You can use it to override some options. You can use it to override the styles. You can use it to override so many functionalities to customize it to your own. All the UI types of CustUp, they are customized, like they are like customized version of CustUp. And like I can also say it this way, that all these UI type, they are like their own uploader. built with CustUp, but inside CustUp. So CustUp is also open source. If you like to contribute to CustUp, just come to the GitHub repository of CustUp and fork it and add your own stuff. Like if you like to add a new UI type, if you like to add a new UI type, just submit a pull request after creating the UI type. Submit a pull request and it's going to be matched. Okay, and also CustUp supports attaching multiple instances. Now let's check out. Let's just create three more containers. Now let's set their own stuff, like 3 container 3. The UI type should be elegant. Then container 4, UI type should be, which one should it be? Let's set it to resume uploader UI. Then last one, let's set it to bear. Let's set it to the bear UI type. Let's set it to the bear UI type. And let's just remove the file types restriction for this. Okay, and these are all the UI types. No. Right. Yeah. See, these are all the UI. These are all the UI types except one. There's still one that which is this particular one. It's a profile picture UI type that you can use to quickly implement profile picture in your application. Okay, now for the explanation of this stuff that I'm trying to explain now, we are going to take for instance. Okay, let's create a quick form. A quick form here. Form ID form. Then let's set it to type 14. Then let's have two input fields. One should be full name, full name, and this should be text, name, full name. Then value, let's set the value to John Doe. Then email name, email, let's set it to johndoe@g.com. Okay, now to attach multiple instances, we just use the instance attachments option. Let's go to options, general, then instance attachments. Yeah, so you can attach instances just with the instance attach option. So we are going to pass in the other previous instances, and to pass in instances, make sure the instance the instance that you are attaching other instances to is below other instances, like it comes after other instances. And also we can't pass the same instance inside the same instance. So what's in conjunction, this option in conjunction with single upload, with the single upload option, is going to allow us to be able to like upload the files. It's going to allow us to upload the files in this instance, and or the files, let me say it this way, the files in this instance together with all the files in this other instances that we attached to this particular instance. All the files together, they are going to be uploaded together at the same time. They are going to be uploaded together at the same time to the server. And let's now check the file upload option, the file upload settings. Now this is the file upload settings. To set the file upload, just use this option, and then you can pass in the other options, the endpoint URL, the files form field, the form field. Like if you want to upload a form field together with the files, either each file or together with all the files at the same time. If you want to upload a form field, just pass in the ID or the CSS selector of the form field. Just pass it in like this. Then also you can also add other data programmatically to it. Then you can configure ASIOs. Too. You can also configure the ASIOs too, like if the endpoint requires authorization, just pass in the authorization and the hierarchy, and other configurations too, like the timeout and so on. You can do that too. Now let's just copy this, and because we are going to be using this instance to trigger the upload, so we are going to be setting the upload settings to this instance. Now localhost, I have a server running in localhost 6700, and the files form field, the files field is going to be profile image or file. Let's just call it file. Let me check this. Okay, yeah, let's call it file. Then the form that we are going to be uploading together with the file upload, and the programmatically set additional data. And also this is just a dummy setting because this endpoint doesn't require authorization. Okay, now let's try that. Now let's create another button that we are going to use to trigger the upload. The button is not going to be inside this form, just for demonstration that that you can trigger upload from anywhere in your app. Submit, then type submit, no, type button, then let's say the ID to submit. Okay, now in this place let's call it document.query selector dot on click. Now we are going to call the upload method on this instance dot upload. Now my server is running. My server is running here. My server is running. This is my server here running, and this is the upload folder that the files are going to be uploaded to, and this is where we are choosing picking files from. This is the folder that we are picking files from, and this is where the files are going to be uploaded to. This upload folder is inside our this uploads folder. This is the folder here, is inside our server. Okay, yeah, so let's do that. Let's try that out. So this is the form field, and this is John Doe, and also the email field. Now let's add files to them. Let's add 2 files. Let's add another files here, another file here, the txt file. Let's add the txt file here. And let's add the mp3 file, the mp4 file here, and now here let's add the pdf file here. Okay, so we are not adding anything to this one because we are not using it to upload, but you can also just add something to it, just that. Then if you click on submit, let's open the console and network. Let's clear out this. If you click on submit, and this is currently how our server looks like. Nothing has been sent. You click on submit, though it's not going to do as if anything happens because we did not handle it, but you can actually handle it by calling the on upload events, by listening to the on upload events. Let's check. Nothing happened. Oh, wait. ID submit. Query selector. Click instance 4 dots. Upload. Why is it not? Why is the button not working? Single upload. Let me just add console.log .log. I was clicked. Okay, it's not an object. Okay, let's just, instead of passing the form like this, let's pass in the document.query selector. I think this is like a bug in the library, but just for this for the sake of this tutorial, let's pass in the form this way as an element. Okay, and let's do this. txt pdf and then before, then here pdf. Now the server, there's nothing in the server, and this folder is still empty. Now let's click on submit. See 200, and you see this is the server. Now you see, check the server now. The form fields were also sent along. This is the form field: full name John Doe, email johndoe@gmail.com, This is the form field, and this is the data that we passed in programmatically to the form field. And also, let's see, all the files were uploaded together with the form field. All the files were uploaded together with the form field. Now this is a very cool feature of CustUp. Now let's check out CustUp also supports chunk upload. CustUp also supports chunk upload. Now chunk upload is currently not available for single upload, like uploading files together like this is not available for it currently. So let's use the third instance as the chunk as an example for chunk upload. Okay, so now let me just adjust some things on the server like this. If you want to know how to set up your server for chunk upload, you can check out this documentation page here on how to implement the server, on how to implement chunk upload on the server. It has implementation for Express.js, PHP, Laravel, and Django. So now let's go back to the options. Now the file upload. If you want to enable chunk upload, just set the should chunk to true. Set the should chunk to true. Should chunk true. Then CustUp is going to chunk the files, and you can also set, or CustUp is going to upload the files in chunks, and you can also set the chunk size. Like the default chunk size of CustUp is 1 megabyte. If you are uploading a large file, you would want to like set the chunk to you want to increase the chunk a bit, and to do that you can just use the chunk size option. And notice we are passing these options into the file upload settings. Chunk size 1024 times, then times, let's use 5 megabytes. Okay, and chunk upload is useful in the case of when the server has a limit, and you are expecting your users to upload files that are larger than the server limit. So you can upload them to the server in chunks that are below the server limit. So that's one of the usefulness of chunk upload. Like for example, let's do an example. Let's do a scenario. Let's see an example of that. Now I'm not going to upload it in chunks. The Express.js server has a limit. I'm going to be uploading this file. This file is larger than the limit. This file is larger than the limit of our server. Now if I click on upload, it's not going to finish uploading because it has reached the server limit here. It has reached the server limit. Now to fix this issue, we are going to be using chunk upload. You see that if we use chunk upload, all the files are the file is going to be uploaded to the server successfully. You can check. Let's check the uploads folder again. You see that the file that we uploaded now, it was not uploaded. Now let's just go to the server and reload the server. Okay, and click on upload. Now if you click on upload, you see, let's notice what is going to be going on in the console. If you click on upload now, you see all the files are going to be uploaded in chunks. You see all the files were uploaded in chunks. All the files were uploaded in chunks. And now let's check the folder. You see, this is the file, and it was successfully uploaded. And there is now one thing about CustUp is that if you are sending additional data with the files, or like with the files that you are uploading in chunks, the additional data is not going to be sent until the last batch has been sent, until the last batch has been sent. So it will only be sent along with the last batch. Okay, and yeah, that is chunk upload with CustUp. And these are all the cool things that you can do with CustUp. You can customize it, you can attach events, and you can choose different UI and so many other stuff. You can even generate images with DALL-E. But because I was not ready for this image generation for this tutorial, so we are not going to be trying out OpenAI DALL-E. But if you want to implement it in your code, just come to this place, customization, no. Types, customization options, file sources. Okay, here, come to file sources. Here, this is the guide on how to integrate OpenAI DALL-E inside your code. So all you have to do is just copy this code, then provide your OpenAI API key, then check this property description here. Check out how you can set this. For DALL-E 3, the default is 1. Like the limit for the normal subscription is 1. But for other advanced subscription, DALL-E subscription, the default is more higher than 1. Okay, yeah, this is CustUp, and as you can see, it has very cool features, and it is a very great file upload library. And don't forget, and you can also install it from npm. If you like to install it on npm, just come here and install it, and follow the guides here on how to include it in your project if you install it with npm. If you install it with npm, just copy that folder from the node modules to a separate folder where you can pass in the path to CustUp. Just pass in the path to the CustUp and import it from that folder or directory. And if the application environment supports importing, just import it directly without passing in the path. And also you can also use it in React.js. I will also be doing a separate tutorial on React.js also, on how to integrate it in React.js also. So we've come to the end of the tutorial. Thank you. If you like this tutorial, please give it a thumb up, and if you don't like it, just let me know in the comment section and suggest improvements, how I can improve my tutorials. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe again. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. See you with the next tutorial.